Alan Shearer is having a solid season. Shearer scored his 102nd goal for Newcastle as he defeated Aston Villa. He and the rest of the Magpies. Shearer with the 10th league goal for him as they win 1-0.
First half, Craig Bellamy with a glorious chance off this far post cross, but he can't hit the open net. Second half, Villa comes close. Juan Pablo Angel heads one off the crossbar and goes behind the net. The only goal of the game comes courtesy of the head of Alan Shearer, who takes this cross and heads it underneath the crossbar. 1-0 Newcastle. So let's take a look at the other score and watch the ball bounce to the foot of Yuri Yorkaev, and his volley will sail way over top of the crossbar. We go to the 8th minute now. Nigerian JJ Okocha goes inside the far post, and Bolton had the lead of 1-0. Second half, victory was in sight for Bolton until Dwight York with the cross in injury time to Craig Short. Blackburn escapes with a 1-1 tie.
In the other match, Liverpool Jersey Dudek on the bench as keeper Chris Kirkland started, and Charlton would score as Liverpool can't clear. Jason Ewell is there to make it 1-0. Goal to the corner. Liverpool then lost Emil Heskey to injury. El Hadji Diouf with a chance, but he's denied by Dean Kiley. Second half, Liverpool would score, but it's flagged as an offside. Milan Berosh with a slight touch. And Liverpool lose 2-0 versus Charlton, who have now won 4 straight. Chelsea versus Everton. Again, the second time in a week they played in the Worthington Cup, which Chelsea won. Plenty of controversy. Jesper Grønkjær and David Unsworth fighting for possession. Referee Eddie Wolstenholme is right on top of the incident. Both players had a good grasp of each other as they tangled for the ball. No punches were thrown, but referee Wolstenholme would start handing out the cards. Everybody got involved in this one. Grønkjær, the yellow. Unsworth, the red. Grønkjær came to the defense of Unsworth, saying that he didn't do anything. Everton went down to 10 men as Unsworth not happy with the fact that he gets knocked out of the game. David Moyes wasn't impressed either. Everton went down to 10 men, and Grønkjær would score moments later. Gianfranco Zola the pass. Insult to injury, I guess. Chelsea win 3-1 versus Everton. Everton manager David Moyes not impressed.
He's facing Fulham at Loftus Road. 9 minutes in, Martin J2 heads home the game-winning goal. 1-0. Fulham goes on to win this one. Afterwards, Terry Venables not happy with
Beckham, but Rio Ferdinand. Phil Neville got the call as he replaced Quinton Fortune, who fractured a bone in his leg versus Liverpool last Sunday. Juan Sebastian Veron also getting a start. Rami Shaban was in goal in place of David Seaman, and Martin Keown in for the red-carded Sol Campbell. Thierry Henry would beat the offside, but it's a weak attempt on Fabien Barthez. He should have scored on that one. United would score on a giveaway by Pascal Sigan. Neville heads it to Ruud van Nistelrooy, to Scholes, across to Veron, and it's 1-0 United, and Veron with his first goal in the Premiership this season. Arsenal were upset that the Van Nistelrooy handball went uncalled. Later in the first half, middle of the screen, Keown gives Van Nistelrooy a shot in the face. Arsene Wenger, manager of Arsenal, is expecting Keown to be disciplined by the FA. Match referee Dermot Gallagher had his back to the incident, and because he didn't see it, the FA can use video as evidence against Keown. Bad news for Arsenal. Shaban was injured and had to be substituted by the third keeper, who is Stuart Taylor. Taylor's biggest save came when he would flick the John O'Shea header just over the bar. That one had goal written all over it, but somehow Taylor got his hand on it. United end up winning this one on a Paul Scholes also scoring 2-0. They defeated Arsenal. David Beckham thought that one should have been.
The painful memories of the 1-0 home defeat to Arsenal in May that handed the North London club last season's championship, and the United faithful no doubt ready. Arsenal the one to start strong. The long ball ahead to Thierry Henry, who's free and clear, but Barthez makes the save, and he likely had a word or two for Gary Neville. Moments later, Robert Pires and Henry with the quick 1-2. Pires with the cheeky chip, and Barthez gets a fingertip on that one. 22nd minute giveaway by Sigan. Van Nistelrooy releases Paul Scholes. He crosses down low for Juan Sebastian Veron. You can't miss from there. 1-0, and David Beckham all smiles from the stands. Arsenal's Martin Keown in for the suspended Sol Campbell. Escapes punishment after appearing to slap Van Nistelrooy. No card on the play, and well, play continued on. United's second goal, 18 minutes from time, involved the Dutchman again as he feeds Scholes, who heads into the area and fires a right-footed shot past Stuart Taylor, who was in for the injured Shaban. 2-0 United wins. Here's the manager's thought.
Row versus West Ham. Midfielder Joe Cole opens the scoring a minute after the break. 1-0 West Ham. It's 1-1 West Ham. Ian Pearce has the ball landing right at his feet in the 76th minute, and he makes it 2-1. And Roeder's men looked like they would have 3 points in the bag until Ugo Aguiu's 86th minute header makes it 2-2. That was the final score. In Birmingham, 58th minute, last guy you want to see at the penalty spot is James Beattie, the November Player of the Month in the Premiership, makes it 1-0. It's Beattie again on a 10-yard finish for his 12th goal in 8 games. He's at the top of the scoring chart. 2-0 the final for Southampton this season at White Hart Lane. Meanwhile, Jason Roberts and West Brom looking for consecutive wins for the first time since September. 3rd minute, German star Christian Ziga nails a low 25-yard free kick through the poor West Brom wall. It was 1-0 Spurs. Ziga plays setup man with a precise push to Robbie Keane, and the Irish striker goes in all alone, makes no mistake scoring his 5th goal since coming over from Leeds. 2-0 Tottenham. Go the second half, 18 minutes left. Scott Dobie puts West Brom right back into the game with a seeing eye shot in the far post and beats Casey Keller. It was 2-1. But West Brom's hope was brief for a while as 35-year-old substitute Gus Poyet will control the loose ball coming to his feet and push it into the net. Tottenham goes on to win this game 3-1 over West Brom.
Or hoping for at least a point out of this is Sunderland manager Howard Wilkinson, likely with his fingers crossed. The Black Cats with a couple of chances early. Kevin Phillips with the first opportunity, but he volleys wide and things aren't looking hopeful. 25th minute, the ball will fall into the area from Michael Proctor. His volley stopped by Schmeichel. And it's now 6.5 hours of soccer and no goals for Sunderland. The halftime whistle about to go. Man City gets on the board. Sun Ji Hyde, long ball ahead to Mark Vivian Foe, who's able to flick the ball home in the 44th. 1-0. 62nd, Nicholas Anelka charges into the box. He sends the ball in front. Jurgen Macho gets a piece of it, and the Chinese international slams it home. It's 2-0. In the 84th, Richard Dunn creating another chance for the visitors. He'll take a couple of shots, and with Macho down and out, Anelka crashes it off the crossbar. That should have been another goal, and by this time the fans have seen enough as they begin making their way home. Good thing, too, because in the 87th, Sean Goater scores a beauty off the volley as he's turning. 3-0 Man City. They win it. The fans that were left booed their club as they left, as they failed to score in their 5th straight game.